Hello, everyone. This is Elliott Serrano and Jose Melendez coming to you from Dreamland Comics in Schaumburg, Illinois. Thank you for joining us once again on the Comic Culture Warrior YouTube channel as Jose and I talk about different things in the comic genre. This was a big week. Lots of stuff. Let's just jump right into things. We've had a lot of requests, actually, for us to talk about specific topics, so let's first talk about the books, because this was a big week, and the nature of things, we tend to be behind. So, hey, what have we got?
The Avengers books.
Ah, yes. Dark Avengers and Mighty Avengers. Like, Dreamland sold out of the regular cover. So we have the sketch cover variant edition here. So, blah. Lots of talk going on about Dark Avengers. This book has been talked up quite a bit around on the internet. A lot of actually very positive reviews about it. And even Bendis, you said Bendis has gone on the infamous Newsarama site to talk about what's going on with Dark Avengers. So first off, yay or nay? What did you think about Dark Avengers?
I don't know. I really liked it a lot better when the story was originally told with a much better writer. And the concept was new at the time, and it was called Thunderbolts. Kurt Busiek
and Mark Bagley, yeah.
And this Dark Avengers is just, I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that it's Norman Osborn was in charge of the Thunderbolts, and now he's in charge of everything.
Right.
But it's just taking the original concept of the Thunderbolts again, and it's just, I don't get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For the purposes of full disclosure, I mean, I remember I actually picked up this book. I bought it because I knew we were going to be talking about it. Mm-hmm. And my first read-through, I went from to, wow, this is pretty good, to back to again. And as far as Dark Avengers goes, I'm probably... I picked up the first issue. That's about it for me. Probably not going to read it anymore. I'm just going to wait for the trades.
Yeah, and plus this is going to be the first Marvel monthly that's going to be $3.99 an issue.
Yeah, so
from here on out.
I'm going to wait for the trades because I remember reading after I finished reading Dark Avengers, and don't get me wrong, there's some actually to me there were some good things in here. The humor, you know, some of the jokes that were in here, really made me laugh. The scene between Ares and Moonstone, a.k.a. Ms. Marvel, I thought that was funny.
It was all right.
There were a couple funny bits in there, I thought.
So
but
did you like it when Bullseye said, "True that"?
Yeah, true that.
Because that's how Bullseye talks.
Yeah, because Bullseye does say that. And Carol Danvers quoting Zoolander. Will Ferrell from Zoolander. She's taking crazy pills. So, Bendis is taking all these lines from movies that he's liked, and he's putting them in the mouths of the Avengers, which is kind of interesting.
And I think it's kind of one of the problems that I have with this book is that it's getting to the point where all these characters are sounding the same.
Yeah.
They don't have voices anymore. They have voices in other books.
Right.
Bendis just writes them with his voice.
Yeah, to be clever and all that. Right.
Yeah, and everyone's got the same voice, and it's really stale.
And not only that, but you were talking about how when someone else did this concept, it was better when it was Thunderbolts. I myself actually liked this book better when it was the first issue of Mighty Avengers, which if you take the two books and you put them next to each other, they almost follow the exact same story structure. The introduction of all the different characters and why they're in there. And Dark Avengers #1 does the exact same thing. Instead of Tony Stark discussing why the team should be put together the way it is with Carol Danvers, is Norman Osborn discussing the way the team should be put together with this one chick, Victoria Hand. So if it's again the same, it's Bendis just kind of repeating himself, which is why, if he wants to repeat himself and people want to read this, and again, I am a Bendis fan. I like his stuff for the most part, although lately he's really been frustrating me with his decompression and Secret Invasion frustrated me to no end. But you know what? Guess what? I'm not going to be the one who puts Dark Avengers in the top selling books of 2009. 8 months or whatever. I'm dropping it. I read the first one. I can see what I'm at. I can see that there's really nothing groundbreaking and new being offered here. If I really want, I'll pick up the trade later. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, and